Hello friends, and welcome to Colorado Man Yoga. I'm Scott Layman. I want to thank you for bringing me into your life today, your home, your place of work. I appreciate you taking a couple minutes out of your day today. Today's big focus is we're going to talk about a strong core. Yeah, I know that might sound kind of intimidating, but it's a really important part of everyday life. Putting away the dishes, sitting in your car, picking up your children, even getting up out of a chair. It all ties back to having a strong core. If you've ever suffered from lower back pain, things like that, it usually ties back to muscles or joints that are getting overworked. So today we're going to talk about how to activate your core safely. All right, we're going to begin today with a breathing exercise. If you've ever been to a yoga class or not, it's called Ujjayi breath. It's a gentle constriction in the back of your throat where you're slowly controlling the breath coming in and out of your body. And what that does is it helps us turn on our diaphragm, which is part of our core here. So to begin with, our core is literally going to be everything in this section of our body, from our pelvic floor all the way up to some stabilizer muscles in our shoulders and back around our spine. All of them are important because all of them work together in unison to hold us up and transfer weight between different parts of the body. When one part of those muscles isn't working or isn't picking up its fair load of the work, then sometimes you can feel a little weak or just not strong, or sometimes even hurt yourself. So let's begin with this breathing exercise, Ujjayi, or that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. To begin with, just find a comfortable seat, just like I am, either on a favorite pillow, a block, even sitting hips to heels. All of that's perfectly okay. So what we're going to start with is that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. Now, if you've ever tried to fog up a mirror with that kind of constriction that you have, I'd like you to begin with that gentle constriction in the back of your throat, but keeping your mouth closed. Begin with an inhale with that gentle constriction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale with that same constriction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now again, if you're not quite feeling it, try to embody that Darth Vader breath, or what we like to call your oceanic breath too, if you're trying to emulate the sound of the ocean. My microphone should be picking that up, so you should kind of hear what it sounds like. So that's the first step in what we'd like to do to help activate our core, starting with our diaphragm. Next, what we're going to bring into the picture is our pelvic floor. So if you've ever had to stop your urine flow, I know, interesting thing to think about, but those same muscles we use to constrict when we want to stop our urine flow is usually the best place to start when it comes to pelvic floor activation. So while you're sitting where you are, just lift through your pelvis like you're trying to stop your urine flow. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine and your hips there, and lift and squeeze and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release. These are also called Kegel exercises as well, if you've ever heard of those. Same kind of thing. So we're going to try that pelvic floor lift again for another couple seconds, and then we're going to combine that Ujjayi breath and our pelvic floor lifting at the same time, okay? Now lift with your pelvic floor, lift and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Okay, great. Now this next round, we're going to do them both, okay? Are you ready? Pelvic floor lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping your pelvic floor lifted, start with that Ujjayi breath. Focus on both of them at the same time. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, keeping your pelvic floor lifted. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Kind of challenging, right? Focusing on two different parts of your body at the same time. That controlled breath, that lift through your pelvis. Great work, everybody. Now we're going to bring a couple other things here into play. I'd like you to come to a hips to heels kind of position, or even standing on your knees. Both of them work well. Now, while you're here, stabilize yourself through your legs so you're going to feel grounded. And I'm going to face directly here at you. Now, you're going to want to pull your navel into your spine. Hands can stay on your hips. Hands can hang down by your side to begin with. Now, concentrate on your belly button and imagine pulling it back into your spine. Now, the best way to test to see if these muscles are working is to give yourself just what I like to call the poke test. Give those muscles just a gentle little poke, and if you're pulling your navel to your spine, these rectus abdominal muscles, or what we call your six-pack muscles, should be on there. Now, keep them pulled in. Now lift through your pelvic floor at the same time. We're going to activate these both at the same time here. Give yourself that gentle little poke test. Are all these muscles on? Go around and reach around back to some of your back muscles as well. Everything should feel tight and activated is what we like to call it. If not, go ahead and reset again. Start with your pelvic floor, then start by pulling your navel into your spine again and feel to see if these muscles are on, okay? Now we're gonna add in a little bit of breathing. We're gonna add that extra element. You knew it was coming here. All right, so let's go ahead and release. Give yourself just a quick little break. And now we're gonna add all three of them in together, okay? So first, we're gonna start out with that pelvic floor. Standing on your knees here, go ahead and lift through your pelvic floor. Great. Now pull your navel to your spine here. Go ahead and pull your belly button in. Find that focal point. Now give yourself the gentle little poke test. Is your pelvic floor lifted? Are these muscles on? Firm little resistance when you're giving them that gentle poke. Now we're going to bring that breathing into play. Pelvic floor lifted, belly button pulled into your spine, and now that controlled Ujjayi breath. Exhale everything out, and inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job, everybody. I'm going to give it a demonstration here too. We're going to do it with you. Inhale. And exhale. One more round. And release. Great job. Go ahead and come back to a seated position if you'd like. Now remember, again, this is just basic activation of all those muscle groups. Now you don't have to keep all of these muscles activated during your core practice, but this is a great place to bring some awareness and focus to those muscle groups, turning this little cylinder on, turning on all those muscles. Now you're welcome to do this 3 to 4 minutes at a time, or you're welcome to do it until you get tired. Remember, when you're first starting out with this, you may get tired quickly, and these muscles may get sore quickly. Most of the core muscles are not particularly thick, and it doesn't take a long time to wear them out. My best advice for you, consistency with enthusiasm over an extended period of time. Now, join me here again. I'm going to have a series of other core videos showing you some best practices on how to strengthen all of these muscles together, because nobody wants back pain and everybody would like to feel a little bit stronger. Again, I'd like to thank you for joining me today, bringing me into your life. Feel free to send me any questions, comments, find me on the social networks, and like and subscribe here. I look forward to seeing you again here in the near future. And thanks again. Namaste.